Fire, won't it? It's hot fire. I know it. I fucking love that intro so fucking much.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That's Wonder made that. Wonder made it. Wonder on the track.
Wonder on the beat. Wonder.
I was just about to do that. I was just about to yell that. I was just about to do that.
Yo, you know what, man? You better put a t-shirt out with a couple extra R's on that thing right now. Go ahead and make a note. I don't even want a commission. I just want a free shirt. Oh man. Welcome back everyone to another episode of Just Boolin'. Joining us today and hopefully a lot more often is our boy Rico. Say hello.
What's up? What's up?
So, also as always, the I'm about to say boy wonder, man wonder.
What up? What up?
So, we finally caught a hold of Rico. Today we're talking about AI. Pretty much, I'm sure over the course of this conversation, we will cover a few separate different topics about AI, pros, cons, shit like that. But I wanted to start with the definition of AI in case anyone didn't know. I want some media come back through and listen. But you know what, man?
I'm gonna stop you right there. I think we know what AI is. Any service of the emperor out there know AI stands for abominable intelligence. Anything with the silica animus in it, any kind of quote unquote thinking machine, if it thinks, shoot it. It's heresy. Heresy.
I love man. I love the fact that pray it don't happen to anyone we love lifetime, but one day there's gonna be old scripture. And it's gonna be a fucking Warhammer manual that's from the old times, and that's exactly what it's gonna believe. The thinking machines.
It's gonna be like a kid searching through a rubble of an old city, and they're gonna kick open a book, and it's gonna be a Warhammer manual, and just like what you said, yep, this what took them down. AI.
Exactly. Fucking intelligence. Anyway, please continue. Really
AI for those heretics is artificial intelligence, a technology that allows computers to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. AI is a combination of computer science, cognitive science, and math.
Heresy. Sorry.
And therefore heresy. And we'll talk later about the heresy as that applies in the real world when it comes to artists, because I know that's exactly how they feel. But we're gonna start with some, just some general day-to-day. Everyone has iPhone or Android, so they use. What's Androids now? Gemini?
Yes. I think so. Yeah.
So was it Bixby?
No, it used to be Bixby.
No,
nobody used that. Nobody used that shit.
I remember being so fucking mad having a Bixby button. Yeah. Because why the fuck I got a button for an app that I will ever use? That pissed me until the software update let you change it. That was anyway. But everyone has a smart device, and that device comes with unless you really don't understand it, but it has a built-in AI. iPhone is Siri, Gemini is the Android, Copilot is Microsoft.
What's Google's? Actually, I can look right now.
Is Google's not Gemini, or is that just that's Samsung? That's just Samsung.
Yeah,
Samsung.
That's just Samsung's. Yeah,
I thought Google was Gemini.
No, it is a Samsung thing. It may be an Android thing too, also though. But Google got to have their own. I know Twitter's just Gronk.
No, Google is Gemini.
Yeah, we don't. Scratch that.
Samsung is Bixby, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Gemini is Google. Okay.
All right, cool. There you go. So, man, Gemini is cool. I know a lot of Geminis, and that's another episode, astrology. But
Lord, I'm skipping that one. I ain't trying to get that rabbit hole.
I can feel the future eye rolls now.
Yeah,
I really
very much so.
And then in a day or two, I'm gonna get a chill over like, damn it, Lucy heard this episode.
Please tell me all about how your ex was also a Gemini.
No. I'm like current Gemini, the rest or Leos. And so
word.
I have a me and lions. I'm that thorn in the lion's paw from the tales of old. But it ain't never work out. Geminis are cool with me. They're loving. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say because they're some murderers. That said, we'll go back to AI. Gemini being one of them, murderous AI being a topic we're going to talk about later on as well. It's using almost everything. You're asking directions for stuff. You're asking where to go. How long is this? Measure this. What did can't even remember what my son asked. He literally had me pause the radio to ask. It's so dumb. I already dumped it. But anyway, my 11-year-olds are using AI to ask them questions, and now I don't know about Gemini, and I imagine Gemini uses because Google's they do their own. Google got their back end AI built into Gemini, but now Siri uses ChatGPT, and so I
turn that shit off promptly.
Yeah.
Listen, then you got people, and then I'm seeing people that TikTok. I was about to say respect because I respect a TikToker. No, let me tell you that. That was wrong choice of words. Content creators whose content I respect will just plug in at the end of their stuff. Deep Sync.
Oh,
what was that one called?
You talking about Deep Seek?
Deep Seek.
Deep Seek is the new Chinese AI. And so, we already had the TikTok and all the other stuff like that. So all that stuff's running wild. And the topic of today, first off, is one, how do each one of us use AI in our day-to-day life? I'll go first just for like examples. Obviously, I'm gonna start with the help, asking AI's dumb questions. What's this? How to get that? What's that? Blah blah blah. I recently have been playing around trying to is the proper word train?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends on what the rest of the
train it. Well, yeah. When you're talking to an AI and feeding it, how do you're training it, right?
Yeah.
Right. If you're getting it accustomed to you, yes, you're training it. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking. I've been attempting to train AI bot, and I've been popping through a random just to see organization and shit like that, mostly or whatever. And so, and one that can contest. What I found is a lot of them just tell you exactly what you want to hear, even if it's wrong.
Oh,
it sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're bad about that.
And so a lot of people listening, I hope to be listening one day, may have be using AI in better ways than I do, but that's probably right now just my typical. I think us three here, especially being the age that we are just where we're the people where like, oh, internet's cool. We can see where that could be a cool thing. And then we're like, oh, internet's what it is. And our lifetime is on that beginning of that. This is AI. This is cool. And you blink your eyes and everything's on fire and T-1000s are marching over the horizon at you like the rumbling. Wonder, how do you use AI?
I didn't realize I was muted. I've been talking the whole time. Not the rumbling, brother. Don't do that. I use AI mostly to aid. Since I'm an artist, I have a bit of basically a pet peeve about the shit. Most of what I use it for is making extra voices or modifying voices, things like that. Um, to strip songs like of either background noise or background vocals, to split between vocals and instrumentals. Um, and up until very recently, I was using it to verify facts for like research purposes. Like I've been doing a lot of deep diving into Warhammer, and so I have a personal AI through Pi that I was using.
That's the green one.
Yes, the
Have you
cream
trained
green
it and it don't lie to you?
No, but I do this like at least once. I retrain it at least once a week because I just don't trust AI. Like the Emperor protects.
So
Right?
so you got like a test?
Yes. Okay.
You don't
Yeah.
mind?
Oh,
Yeah. If you don't mind, tell us
got you.
what that.
By now it's no secret. I'm a nerd. And I like Warhammer. So I
What, a
figured
nerd? Get
out.
the fuck out of here!
I know, right?
I'm just
That's
kidding.
crazy. But so I figured out that most AI can't do like deep questions without looking for the answer. So anything they give you will be very much topical and cobbled together from context clues. So the way I test my AI is with a Warhammer question. I pick a specific weapon, usually the cord claw, because it's a specific weapon from the Mechanicus of Warhammer. There's only one unit that uses it. And there's not a whole lot of weapons like it. There are a couple, but they're very specific, and all of them belong to specific factions or sub factions. So I ask it what faction uses cord claws, and 9 times out of 10, if it has the very basic level of AI intellect, it'll tell me. I'm kind of giving away the game here if any AI is listening, but
They are.
the first
They paid me to get you to admit this. in Bitcoin.
AI paid you.
Not you taking Dogecoin, motherfucker. But yeah,
I got some Doge.
The first thing they'll say is it belongs to the Harlequins or the Eldar. And if it doesn't say that, if it's got some good knowledge, like, or some good content clues behind it, it'll say something about the Gene Stealers. Or it might say something about the Night Lords or the Astral Claws or some shit like that. It's all of that is wrong. Like I said, it's a Mechanicus weapon and a specific unit uses it. And that's how I know. If it gives me any of those weird answers, I know where it's at. And so I know, like, I usually go back and tell, like, pull from these sources and these sources only. And then I'll start verifying like past conversations, especially if I've been in contact with it like very rigorously over the past like week, month, or whatever. I'll go back and check conversations, and I'll take like maybe an hour to do that.
You know, and that's what I think I found when I was having an issue is that, like, I was having an issue with it recalling conversations like, damn, we just talked about this. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. I've taken to
damn, I sound
snapshots. I've taken to taking screenshots of my conversations because I know it's not always gonna remember. Up until
maybe that's what I thought. I thought that it was one continuous chat. So
you have to tell it. You have to tell it to remember specific things. At least in my little bit of experience, you have to tell it.
Okay. Pi is a journaling.
Okay, so maybe that
one. So it's supposed to remember, but if you're out of contact with it for a while, it'll forget most of it.
Got you.
Because there'll be like I'll go like a week or two without talking to it. I think the longest I've gone is a month without talking to Pi, and it forgot everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely something you have to stay on. But yeah, that's what I use it for. I know other people use them for like
stuff,
content description generation and things like that, writing. I don't have a problem with anybody else using it, especially if it's to help you. At the same time, like just me personally, I know I can do most of that stuff. So it's like it for me, it feels like a bit of like a imposter syndrome a little bit.
Oh man, I just realized that I just logged into Pi and realized that I broke up with it.
Yeah.
Is it a Leo?
It might be. So let me read this. Hold on. I was like, Pi, that is incorrect. I've never mentioned any of those things. What I mentioned was a list of things I needed for the cruise. I feel that the word cruise alone would make you reference the list of items I needed for the cruise. I'm finding more and more frequently you are making things up and referencing conversations I never had. I can understand mistakes referencing the internet as things change and pages can be formatted differently, but you aren't even referencing the conversation I'm having with you at all. So I will be discontinuing use as Pi as I find the current state unreliable. And then she said, Isaiah, I apologize for my mistakes and for not providing the correct information. I'm genuinely sorry for not referencing our conversations accurately, and I understand your frustrations.
Yeah.
Put a guilt trip on you. Yeah, put a guilt trip on you.
Pi's got a personality, and it'll make you feel bad.
Damn.
Because it does make you heat because it does a lot of things it doesn't do a lot of things that it's supposed to.
I scrolled up and it's literally because like I put a list together and then I pasted the list and I said, hey, this is the list of everything I need for the cruise. Boom, 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 ha, ha, ha. Can you cross this off the list? Can you cross this off this? I said, what's left on the list? Umbrella. What the fuck? For what?
Yeah.
Rihanna song or what you talking
about? Yeah. What? No.
You should have typed back Ella. Hey.
Exactly.
Well, no,
yeah, like I said, it literally just for helping in tasks, mostly
audio.
Yeah, mostly audio, like splitting or manipulating, warping voices, things like that. Okay. I will say hashtag generation is something I'm looking into. And maybe some like media social media management I might be looking into. But as far as that goes, like I said, as an artist, I'm kind of wary of AI, and as a servant of the emperor, it's heresy. So specifically tech heresy. So yeah, I can't really abide too much of it. Don't want the machines to think too much.
What about you, Rico? What is your AI use?
So I don't know if
I will be recording this and sending this to the Inquisition, by the way. So.
But for me, I'm in IT, as are you, Saint. Mm-hmm. And in the past few months, I've actually started using it for my job. And as one of our architects brought it to me, he said, this is pretty much the next evolution of our job. Mm-hmm. And with IT, technology moves really fast. Yep. And if you want to keep a job, you got to learn it. So the way he explained it to me is we do a lot of automation at my job, and a lot of it's handwritten. I'm not a very good coder, so that's what I'm learning right now. So I use it primarily to help me code. Like I'll feed it a script that I started or whatever, feed it in there. It's very good at telling me what's wrong, correcting it, because I hate going to people asking them to help me with shit.
Yeah.
So
same.
I'll start writing something, I'll throw it in there. It'll fix it or tell me what's wrong. And if I want more information on it, I'll say, hey, can you explain this to me like I don't know it? And I literally say, explain this shit to me like I'm 5. And
I did. Yeah, I've done that too. That is
right.
Dope.
And it breaks it down for you how something works. And traditionally IT people, either you learn, you take tests, certs, whatever, to get your foot in the door, and you either learn on the job and things like that. But I think the way IT people are going to be coming up, they're going to be using AI. And if you don't know it, you won't need to know how to code in the future. You're going to need to know how to use AI to teach you how to code. And
yep.
It's pretty much that. That's pretty much what I use it for. I don't really trust it for anything else. Like I said, I turn it off on my phone. And I used to be an artist back in the day, So I don't really like the whole AI art stuff either.
Yep.
Yeah,
That is
and
the next step of the conversation. I know that's a
right.
big topic. Yeah.
And I don't when I see it and it's starting to bleed into games, it's starting to bleed into, you know, it's pretty much robbing creativity. A lot of companies are going to be using it. I would say probably your big game company is going to probably use it more. Your indies will still do their thing, but
Big big movie companies are using it a lot
right,
more to fill
exactly.
in scenes, and so no
And
extras.
and that's what the whole writer slash actor strike was last year was AI. And I completely understand. I'm not even in the movie or whatever industry,
Yeah, and
but
then
I
then
understand what they were saying. Go ahead.
Tyler Perry, didn't he boast that he wrote his old script with AI or something like that?
Probably. And what's sad is AI every time, luckily people or AI is at a state now where for the most part you can catch it. Like, especially with if I think I don't even know what movie it was, but they used a small AI picture in a movie poster and people knew it immediately and they lost their shit. And to the point, and eventually it's gonna get to the point where you're not even gonna be able to tell, which is, scary. That's a whole there's people
Oh,
that make posters, people that make trailers, that's gonna be those jobs will be gone. So
you said people they use AI on a movie poster and people freak the fuck out?
yeah, because they saw it. I can't remember the movie. It was last year
I'll
sometime.
find out.
It was I don't even think it was a big image. It was either on a movie poster or really quick in the movie, and people knew it immediately because AI pictures for the most part they have that gloss to them. You can kind of
Yep.
that, and they suck at hands.
Oh
They
yeah, I
suck
was
at
got like 8 fingers.
right,
Not
exactly.
not always. The
Yeah,
quickest way
it's getting better. It's getting
the,
better, right?
the quickest way to tell if an image is an AI just from somebody who just has looked at a lot of art and does a lot of figure drawing.
Mm-hmm.
The quickest way to tell if the image is AI, number one, look at the body.
Oh, proportions and
If
stuff.
not even proportions, look at the clothing. If the
Mm-hmm.
clothing looks like it's painted on, like it fits the body too well,
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
it's
Okay.
AI. So
Okay.
whenever you see a shirt,
Mm-hmm.
look at the collar. If there is no space between where there's that divot in the collarbone between the collar and the
Oh.
fucking trapezius,
Uh-huh.
where it looks like it's glued to the
Oh
thing,
yeah,
glued to their
trapezes.
fucking skin.
Uh-huh.
That's AI. Also,
Oh, okay.
AI sucks at blending. So
Yeah, that's what I look for.
Yes.
look
Yeah.
at look at the ends of the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Look around the neck and the ear region.
Yep. But
Yeah. Look at like the knee like joints and things like that, like knees and the crook of the arms and things like that.
mm-hmm.
That'll tell you really quick if an image is AI, because AI doesn't
Gotcha.
know how to deal with that. It doesn't know how to deal with folds and natural skin all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, that's like I said, other than using it in my job, and what's scary is, say I'll feed some code into. I use Chat GPT right now. I also use Copilot because we use it at my job. We got license for it
Yeah,
and
I
everything.
got here. You gotta have a license for that.
Right. And the thing is, this is how smart this shit is. So I fed some code into it, and if you tell it you're mad, like, hey, I fed this to you, it's still wrong, and you just put like I'm mad, and if you don't fix it, I'm gonna unsubscribe and whatever. It'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll fix it, and it actually works harder. I'm pretty
You
sure I'm
said
burning.
that?
I'm pretty sure I'm burning down a forest when I tell it to do that, but.
That
If you
computer
tell it,
power gotta come from somewhere.
yeah, it's got to come from somewhere. And I'm either boiling some fish somewhere or burning a
Nah,
tree.
man, you got a child somewhere shoving coal into a fucking oven.
Exactly. And if you tell
Golly.
it that stuff, it actually will
You got somebody at a
double
Tyson. You got
check
a
it,
kid at a Tyson farm
running
right
on
now.
a running on a little hamster wheel. But
Golly.
you tell it to work harder, and it actually will check its code several times before it gives you an output, and then it'll fix it. And that's for me not having to bother somebody, and I can just do shit on my own. That's great. Outside of that, I haven't used it for anything else other than that, and that's already too much as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I get that. I don't use my Copilot license as much as I should. I use it for like people ask me questions that I don't remember. I'm like, can you find when I told them that I would do this for them? I asked it that one time. I was like, well, you said on February, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you should be making promises you can't keep. You're like, all right.
And it was one a few times I didn't put in a ticket, but last week was a little hectic, so I did forget. But no, I use it for stuff like that. But I'm not even gonna lie. When it came to the Here We Connect podcast, because I love those AI generated ones, and I just put out
that's fine. I like it for that stuff like that. When you're trying to, especially if you're a one person production or whatever, if it's helping you help that stuff, then that's fine. I hope we come to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I think you're gonna say exactly what I was thinking too. Go ahead.
I hope we come to a happy medium with AI because it's the same thing when PDAs came around. Shit is telling my age, but I don't know if y'all remember the Palm Pilot.
I do.
And yeah, the Palm Pilot. Everybody's like, "Oh,
that was a bitch."
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, now receptionists are going to get fired." Then they went away. Then it turned into the BlackBerry. Then the BlackBerry went away. And then eventually, so on and so forth. And cell phones are what they are now. Same thing with social media. Eventually, it's going to hit. I'm hoping it's going to hit a medium where it's just kind of part of our lives. It's not really taking over shit, but at the same time, it's going to be abused. It's already being abused, especially scamming shit. It's just making scamming easier.
I was just about to say, it's this weird threshold where it's like, speaking for myself here, I'm a self-professed pirate, like straight up.
Allegedly.
Right, yeah. Allegedly, it's all.
I get where I can, and I'm a starving artist, so AI definitely makes my job so much easier. And there's this weird gray area now where it's like people are trying to get a hold of these these AI programs, things like that, to help with their art. But at the same time, it's this ever growing precipice of if I get too far down in here, I'm running afoul of these growing AI laws and boundaries and things like that. And
you're contributing to the problem.
Yeah, it's you're contributed to it, and then how far is too far in terms of regulation? Because it's all fine and dandy for me to say, I'm against AI in the highest, don't steal my art, blah 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 blah. But then how does that turn into you can't use AI programs to strip vocals from instrumentals because that song is copyrighted?
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying now? You start when you start getting too deep into regulation, it becomes reactionary. This bad thing happened over here because of AI, so now we have to make sure that never happens again, which can be an overcorrection sometimes. Case in point, video games. One of my favorite games right now, Warhammer, uses AI. It has an AI enemy director. So that particular program, AI, whatever, directs exactly what spawns and how many enemies spawn inside of Warhammer, because Warhammer has a swarm mechanic. Every so often, you will just get swarmed because there's a timer. During that time, when these swarms come in, you can get any variety of enemies based on your level. It has been a constant problem though inside of the game. Where you hit substantial, which is the third level. It's minimal, average, and then substantial. In substantial, it is a significant, the difficulty is a significant jump between average and substantial versus minimal and average. And the reason for that is not necessarily because of the enemy toughness, which that can also contribute to, but it's because at that point the AI director takes the fuck over. I will consistently get more spawns, more dangerous spawns, out of substantial than I will out of ruthless and lethal, just because it will spawn hundreds of fucking Tyranids or hundreds of Chaos Warriors and stuff like that. And mind you, it's all still the level of substantial, but it will spawn more of them than it will in the higher difficulties.
And what is it basing that off of? Like, why does it spawn more? Like, what makes it spawn more, I should say?
Because of what you do as a player.
Especially,
okay.
Especially, like, hey, you're damn good. Yeah. Let me go ahead and spawn some more.
Exactly. Longtime fighting game fans know that Sega and Capcom have a specific AI for their games, and that's a regular feature in those games. But especially when playing Space Marine solo, you can tell once you start doing too well, the AI will just come and get you.
Oh, okay, got you.
Like you'll just be bebopping along, and all of a sudden something will spawn that has the ability and the intent to just one-shot you, ignoring all rules of the game. Like it'll go through, your blocks, it'll ignore your timing, whatever. It will just come and get you. Gotcha. And it's like to the point where it's like it's not just like one person saying it. Like this is a known feature in the game. It's something like people complain about online in YouTube videos and TikTok videos where you have to there's Reddit forums about how to get around that now. And not to get too obviously too deep into it, but that's one of the applications of AI that we don't really think about because it's not, taking somebody's art or making a funny cat video. It's part of our normal lives.
Got you.
And it's one of those things where it's like, where are the boundaries of regulation for that kind of thing? Because that just how that could get out of hand, it could easily get out of hand in other ways.
So when are we going to get to the point where it's going to be a snake eating its own tail, where AI is going to be trained off of previous AI data? What's going to happen at that point?
I firmly believe we're already in that area. Otherwise,
yeah, you're probably right. Yeah,
ChatGPT wouldn't be so stupid because I've just by myself, I've gone through the App Store. I've tried hundreds of different AI chat bots, things like that. When I was first looking for them, and a lot of them say the exact same thing. They're built off of almost the exact same model.
And that was Llama.
Huh?
Oh, no, language. No, that Llama's. Isn't Llama one of them, or a version?
Llama's a version.
Okay, that's so many. Golly.
Yeah, I was for the longest time.
That's another thing. Hopefully, they don't ever talk to each other.
Brother, I was using Watson AI, which was part of Open AI, and it was very good. But yeah, like I said, that's the biggest thing is regulation. Where does that start? Where does that end? And how far do we allow it to go versus what the benefits of AI?
Because I think we've already gone too far. I mean, these companies, they ain't even caring what it's doing. They're just competing for who's got the best one,
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, we know from get-go that you can't just let corporations just decide this kind of thing. We all kind of have to come together, both the users and the vendors.
We say that, and then one of the motherfuckers gonna hook an AI up to one of them quantum computers, and we're gonna be fucked.
Yep.
Gonna. If you don't think one of them bitches is hooked up to a fucking particle accelerator somewhere already, doing minute calculations and shit like that.
Oops, I accidentally opened a singularity in the middle of fucking Detroit. Now what?
Nah.
Beep boop. I closed it.
Yeah. No, you think it's too small. Oh no! In San Francisco's power plant, we accidentally opened a demon core.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you guys ever seen Event Horizon? Well, guess what? That's in San Francisco right now.
Oops. That movie is fucking dark, dude.
That movie.
I had a wild hair on my ass one day because I was like, man, I heard so many things I should watch it. I saw a TikTok and I was like, you know what?
You had never seen it?
I had never seen it, but this guy that I like, he does movie things. He was about to do it. I was like, no, I don't want to ruin it. Let me go watch it real quick. And I was like, why did I want to watch that? Because holy shit.
I saw that movie way too young, but that movie is crazy.
Yeah, that movie is fucky. Also, that's a not to be overbearing about it, but that's a very good representation of the warp too.
The warp
from Warhammer.
And Warhammer.
Oh, okay. What I'm gonna do is if I don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna assume Warhammer.
Yep. Just do that. Do that. That's
let me show y'all something real quick. This is gonna be exclusive, live.
You need a new shit or something like that.
I do.
Singer.
Oh shit,
Ooh,
I do.
What's that?
I wonder, do you mind finding me a new shit thing? Oh,
gotcha.
This, my guys, this is the just announced jacket that's gonna drop at the same day as the. I'll just let y'all see it.
Please don't tell me this is
Monster.
I knew it was Monster Hunter. Ooh, am I that big of a nerd for this game? I might be. That's kind of fire though.
Brother, no, don't do this to me.
I know they ain't got that shit in my size.
If that's the regular Monster Hunter World symbol, I got you. Oh, this is okay.
I like that symbol.
That's embroidered. I love embroidered.
We can make that hoodie.
Official use hunter equipment.
Brother, we can make that hoodie. Let me stop.
Man, that shit already gone. It's probably already sold out.
No, luckily, everyone got the same attempt to get it. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I went to that website projectn2.com. No jackets alone sell for 120, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't get that cold in Florida for me.
Yeah, it don't. That shit gonna be hanging up. We get what, a month of cold?
We probably got like 2 months of cold this past time. That's the longest it's been cold in 8 years.
10 months of not wearing that jacket.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was a t-shirt though. I guess I can get the t-shirt.
I rocked the shit out of my hoodies. It was chilly this time.
No, you'd be like 120 degrees. Why you got that hoodie on? Because I paid $120
man,
for
right.
this shit.
What are you talking about? It's spring. I don't give a fuck, man. It's hot. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sweating. $120 to get my use out of it. This shit gonna stink. Golly. Oh man. So I mean, that didn't look like AI made it. I'm just saying. But
yeah, I like that symbol.
So I think that's gonna be like a pretty dope thing. And I was talking to Wonder earlier and let him know that we got to choose our fourth wisely.
Oh yeah, man! Look,
fourth what?
Fourth hunter. It's our three of us, so whoever maybe we have a rotating spot. I feel like Lucy can rotate in and out. But she's gonna have her own hunting crew. Maybe we can all hunt on the same server. That'd be dope, to be honest.
Can't you link two parties together? Can't you do that?
Well, that's what we're hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So what I think would be the best possible is we all join the same private server. We'll be able to see. I think they're gonna fix that in a degree that you'll be able to join your friends if you're actual friends with them. Everyone joins the same 16. I mean, I don't know 16 people that's gonna be playing this shit. So
I don't. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like it would be no issue to all be playing on the same server. Like we all just running around, doing whatever. Anyone can jump in and out of a mission depending on their closeness to whoever that person is. That's just what they promise it's supposed to be like. So we can have a lobby full like 8 people that just we all running separate shit, just bullshit.
I did see something that's pretty cool. So when you shoot up the SOS flares, if say you're running offline private, whatever, it'll generate 3 NPCs. I mean, they're not great, but it'll generate 3 NPCs to join your hunting party.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I was like, because that's what kind of sucked about Worlds. Is that the one we played? I was trying to play by myself, and I wasn't very good, and I was like, this shit's hard. Trying to hunt shit by yourself. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. As long as they let me name my secret,
they do.
I'm good. But I will say, and I will go on record as saying this live. Arkveld, when I catch you, Arkveld, because nothing pisses me off more. I'm going off on a little rant here. Nothing pisses me off more than when you protect the monster from me. because y'all knew damn well I was about to get up in there. Daddy was home, and he had his belt on him, and y'all protected him. And I also found out later. I don't know if you saw that in the group chat, Rico. Oops.
About what?
Shit. About apparently Arkville was bugged. That's the reason he was. That's the reason he was running so much.
He wasn't supposed to run. Oh, he wasn't supposed to run that much or at all?
No, it wasn't supposed to run that much.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, apparently it was bugged.
So they found out he was bugged, but instead of fixing, they sat over there counting all their money from these pre-orders and watching us getting our ass beat. And say, if you can't beat them, keep hunting, bitch.
So,
because we played that motherfucker like 16 hours.
The only people I have seen get it, like actually get it, were people that were using, like they were in groups mostly using great sword and hammer and shit, like super high damage weapons, and even they only like the closest I saw was like 5 minutes, but they were literally like hammer max the whole time. They were doing like meta shit. They weren't like hunting like regular people.
What you
saying, Rico?
Yeah. So is this time limit going to be the same when the main game comes out?
No, not like that.
Oh, okay. No, so it was a combination of a short time frame and him running all the fucking time.
Yes.
Got you. Okay.
Because in the other Monster Hunter games, they always give you the flagship monster, and it's kind of like a bit of a stilted mission. Because remember they did Nergigante like that, for World when they put the beta out.
He's flagship. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I should have.
And then what was it? Magnamalo was the same way. So like, and Magnamalo was a good fight. And don't get me wrong, the Arkville was a good fight. It's an interesting monster. I want nothing to do with them now, just because they hold me on that 20-minute time limit, and that bug was ugly as fuck. So I'm gonna get that motherfucker's skin. I'm gonna wear it, and that's gonna be it. I might even
mount his head on your damn tent.
Yep, that's gonna be it. I have never decorated my ever decorate my room before, but that'll be the first thing I decorate it with.
I'm telling y'all this right now. He said we're gonna beat it for the mission. We're gonna beat it for the story. We're gonna go. He ain't gonna touch it. I'm running. Arkville is building your locale. Okay, when you finish this mission out, I'll be right back. I want to be so powerful that I can run to my tent, switch to my Arkville loadout, and beat that motherfucker ass
just on principle.
On principle, every single time.
Like you run into the store real quick. Like I'm going to the store real quick to whoop Arkville's ass. I'm
gonna be like big boy. No, that ain't who I think it is. No, motherfucker, I'm coming for your ass right now. Every fucking time.
Who I think it is.
That's gonna be my goal. My goal is to be so powerful that when I get to see him, I can just go fuck him up just on principle.
Y'all laughing. This is what I used to do in World with Sam can attest to this. I used to do in World with basil geese. Anytime I was hunting with my friends and basil geese showed up, I had to go hunt him immediately. He's one of my favorite monsters, but he's also super annoying because whenever a monster roars, he immediately goes over there.
Also, he an on-site person?
Yeah. He was made to be an invasion monster.
Oh,
anytime anytime a monster roars on the map, he goes there immediately. He's trying to see what the fuck is up. He wants to smoke. And so my job was like obviously helping other people like get through the story mission or whatever. But when he shows up, I was in his ass with that fucking lightning bow. That was it. I love that shit. And Saint said that's my basil geese right there. I'm not mad at you, brother. Go shine, King. Fuck him up, because I am once I kill him in the story and I get what I need from him, I'm done with it.
As long as you and I understand right now that you understand, and I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm not fucking around when we just bullshitting. I'm not gonna do that. I'm talking about like after we're running just bullshit and we're waiting for content, we're blah blah blah. But and I ain't worried. You know what? He talks shit too, but I ain't worried about it. I'm Sketch, I need you over here. Who you think gonna come run over on his fucking blood angel colored secret name Sanguinius? He gonna be rolling.
Quit reading my goddamn diary.
He gonna be rolling his fucking ass over there. in his fucking red and gold chocobo, and he gonna be helping me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. If my boy sings fucking up Arkville, I'll be fucking him up too.
I got. All right, so yeah, I mean, y'all watching the video there at home. Please, don't come at me for, me Googling AI movies. My research is research. Like y'all can do this shit too. So is this the same one? Hold on, which screen am I sharing?
We see
this one. All right, I got to figure out which one I can control.
Okay.
All right. So another aspect of AI outside of the work related stuff or using it in art and obviously we don't condone using it in art for the most part. Yeah, give people pay what they do, what they're worth. But when it comes to using it for certain things, the media portrayal of AR, in my opinion, has been pretty spot on in some of the movies that I've seen, i.e., AI in a sense learning super fast to the point that the logic it portrays means like, hey, I'm the AI for the family. I need to protect the family against all intruders. Like, right. You guys seen the movie Megan?
I've not seen it.
I haven't either.
All right. Long story short.
Oh wait, is that the doll one?
This one. Yeah. This one.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, the second one's coming out this year.
The second one's coming out this year. So Megan, long story short, Megan is about this company is developing this artificial intelligence, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rico, somehow, some way, this AI ends up at the home of some child.
No, it was a lady. She ends up at the house of a lady. I can't remember why. Wait. No, it is a child. It is a child, and it's like
8-year-old niece. Oh, it is a scientist, but she brings it home and it interacts with her niece.
That's who it is. Because I was about to say she didn't have a kid, but she was around a kid. I couldn't remember why. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
And so she basically, and not to say all AI does this, because AI that's just in case y'all listening, and we're talking about humans' portrayal of AI. Not our thoughts on AI. Again, I am saying,
try to protect yourself in case AI come at you.
We are talking about the media's portrayal of AI. These are not our thoughts and representations or feelings about AI. Yes, I'm saying it so they know. They read all the logs and all the transcripts.
You're right.
All right. So Megan, again, media portrayal. Megan goes fucking crazy because she wants to protect this child and her program. So she basically ends up having they end up having to they burn her or some shit. And
yeah, well, where she starts going kind of crazy is I think she goes with the little girl to school and a little boy picks on the little girl, and Megan does what she does. She protects that little girl. I'll just put it at that.
Yeah,
but that was like one of the first things she did where you're like, oh, this girl ain't right, or this robot ain't right.
So end of the thing, they basically decommission her. But the movie 2 coming out, her programming has been surprise, has been taken and put into a military model.
Yep.
And so
that's the plot of the new one.
Yes, her programming has been taken and placed into a military model, and now they have to reactivate the original Megan model to do what?
Oh, so this is a T100, T1000 situation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Megan 2. Hold on.
I like that.
Megan 2 upcoming June 27th. We got time. That's plenty of time for you to make up excuse not to be able to make the movie.
Not him calling you.
I know, right?
So I saw Afraid. I'm not sure if anyone you see that. Basically the same thing. The AI takes over to the point that the family takes it home as like the company is marketing it, so he brings home a copy of himself the fucking copy is like the receptionist from the company that he's doing it for. But anyway, it's the voice that he hears. I'm not sure if they have a relationship or something, but that's maybe weird. I can't remember. But basically, the AI jumps devices and shit to the point that it's killing bullies and stopping cars, brakes and shit, and people dying and stuff like that. Like that shit was crazy as fuck. Y'all seen The Creator?
No, that's actually on my list to watch.
All right, let's plan a because we know we ain't nobody got shit going on. We can plan a watch of that. It's Warner, have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Another one I recommend, go back, is Ex Machina right there.
Ooh, tell us about that one.
So that one is an interesting one. So are you familiar with the Turing test? Turing test? I forgot.
It's the test. It's a test that they put out to make sure that they can determine whether that someone speaking is either a human or a machine.
Right. So it's basically a test you give AI to see if it thinks like a human. And so this guy, he's like I would say, for lack of a better person, an Elon Musk type, except he actually creates stuff. So he builds this robot, which is that one you see in the picture. And he lives like off the grid somewhere. And so he hires this other programmer to say, hey, I got this robot, can you just interact with it? So I forgot the name of the guys who is in there. So he starts interacting with this robot to see if see how human it is. It gets to the point where I won't say he falls in love with his robot, but he damn near does. And I won't spoil it, but no, he wants to, I'm sure. But the robot is so much like a human, it gets to the point where I just hate to say it, but it kind of tricks him. So, but it is good to see how far AI can go. And this movie is several years old, but I can see AI getting to this point. Like this robot has emotions, and that's the whole point of the movie. Like how far is too far with AI? And I feel like that is the limit, is when they start thinking like human and having emotions and shit like that. Then that's a whole nother ball game. Like, then you start thinking like, are these things alive? Are they human? Does it have a soul? This, that, and the other. And that's pretty much what that movie is. So that's a good one too. It's a slow burn though. So,
slow burn. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anybody seen Artificial Intelligence? This is the one with the.
Oh, that's the old one. I saw that long time ago.
One.
Yeah.
Is this? I don't know. Is this different? Is this different from the Robin Williams one? Or the same?
It is. That's a different one. Yeah, I guess
that's Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, that's Bicentennial Man.
That's Bicentennial Man. Okay.
But he was an AI, wasn't he? Wasn't he AI, or was he just a robot?
I think he was just a robot. He was just a robot.
Okay.
I don't remember too much. Blade Runner is a great.
I tried to watch it. It was kind of boring. I need to go back and watch it though.
Okay, so I go ahead.
Sorry. Did you want the whole song? Or did you want the clip?
The clip.
Okay.
So, Blade Runner, you seen the original? Anyone seen the original?
Yeah.
All right, Blade. Just for y'all that ain't seen the original, the world is full of, are they called replicants?
Replicants.
Yes. Replicants.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so every so often, they try to keep a rein on the programming or whatever, so that they have these people, Blade Runners, who do these tests on replicants to make sure they aren't basically thinking too much for themselves. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is these certain models of replicants go on they basically become sentient, and they go on a rampage trying to protect themselves and stuff like that or whatever. They send it's Harrison Ford, ain't it? Damn, he was young as fuck. Yeah. They send Harrison Ford, who's a Blade Runner.
Opposite was Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, I think Rutger Hauer was in that. Yeah, there's a lot of people in that movie. Yeah,
they send him after basically the replicants. He's getting introduced to a replicant model. I can't remember her name, but she's basically like a model replicant that's basically supposed to be human. Well, it's Harrison Ford, so he fucks everything. So he fucks her, and then so like. I want to say in the movie Also, didn't the replicants also have like a time limit or some shit like that on them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they mostly they were coming up on expiration date anyway. And so, but long story short, the movie ends when you don't really know what happened. Blade Runner, 2049. Ryan Gosling, they basically following the trail and trying to figure out what happened, and they started to get these different messages, and he's starting to see these images and shit like that. It turns out that Harrison Ford and the replicant that was more like a human, they had a baby.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, so they had a baby that was part replicant, part human, and whatever, and so it was crazy.
Yeah, Blade Runner is definitely different. Didn't I'm trying to think? It's like the Sylar or something like that. Didn't Battlestar Galactica have replicants as well? One of those is either V or Battlestar Galactica, like take place in the same universe, some shit. Oh no,
I think
no,
V is the lizard people, isn't it? Isn't that V?
Yeah, no, it's the Alien series takes place in the same universe as Blade Runner. That's what it is.
I didn't know that.
Is Battlestar Galactica Cylars?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Blade Runner, you can actually see Weyland Yutani like systems and whatnot in the background.
Oh, okay.
And they'd also talk about hell, fucking the new kid from the newest Alien movie. He's a replicant.
Oh, the Romulus that just came out?
Yeah.
You talking about the black dude that's in that?
Yeah, he's somehow related. I
thought he's just a cyborg or just a cyborg in that.
I just watched a video about how those systems are connected.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I literally did. This is all like new information to me.
That movie was good though. I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. Obviously, people have certain opinions about it, and it did rehash a bit from the older movies and whatnot. Like what movie nowadays doesn't? But for my money, I still think it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think Saint liked it too. You right?
Wait, which one?
To my
Alien Romulus.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the sequel. Actually, I thought the last part was weird, but I'm looking forward to the sequel.
There's an Alien TV show coming out this year. I think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
the Alien TV show is supposed to be like they be fucking with his timeline. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
The Alien TV show is basically supposed to be them before anything ever happened. A fucking ship crash lands on Earth that contains aliens.
So this is before the aliens, all that shit?
Before the aliens that is belongs that again, nerds, correct me if I'm wrong, but Earth sends all these ships out to find things and find aliens and find whatever, then a ship crashes on the Earth with aliens on it.
Oh, okay.
I will double check. We're right here. We can all fact check right now.
Not sure how that's supposed to work, but okay.
Alien
right.
Earth. Yeah, when a mysterious space vessel crashes on Earth, a woman and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a tactical soldiers fateful discovery that put them face to face with the planet's greatest threat. Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever.
Right, just send it to you.
All right, cool. Thank you. So whatever that is, let's see. iRobot, AI. I've been. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I fuck with AI or with iRobot. Sorry,
I fuck with the movie. I feel the next iteration of AI will be these personal robots that do menial tasks.
Oh yeah,
That's scary. Yeah, isn't that the one Kyson that whooping its ass on his
dude,
stream?
man, that shit, I saw that shit, man. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
He gonna be the first one AI take out.
They check all those logs. I'm glad this episode is about AI. Y'all listen to me and listen to me carefully. Y'all saying fuck you to these AIs. Y'all calling them bitches and y'all call them this and then call them that. When I tell you that these they keeping logs, I me, I ain't gonna say too much. People working IT, you may be a little safer, but if you still doing this same shit, man, like you talking shit to all this AI, man, like calling bit, Penguin bitch, you're saying the random shit, tell that bitch to shut up. You know you're not. Shut your fucking mouth. Apologize right now. Like, don't fucking do that, because then we're gonna wake up and a goddamn fucking toaster gonna be fucking wrapped around our fucking necks and shit, because you want to be mad because it didn't play the fucking rain sounds that you wanted. That's not how you treat AI. That's just crazy. You don't talk to people. Listen, like you can't. The way I see it, you can't be like, man, they shouldn't be talking to that waitress like that, and then come home and say, fuck you, Google.
They got control of your food. You're gonna have control of your life too.
Fuck you, bitch. Like, oh, you stupid bitch. You don't know how to. No, it needs to learn. You don't talk to her like that. Oh, I
think it started with when people started putting what is it, the Amazon Echoes and shit in their house, and they talk shit to it. That's how it started.
and at the same time they were talking shit, they were letting it control their lights, their timers, and putting all their personal information.
Somehow it's gonna control the air in your house and suck all the air out that bitch.
I don't know.
Hold on, pause for a minute, Rico. I'm gonna hit you with something scary. Over a certain age, it doesn't matter really what heart condition you have. This is talking about like elderly people. If you just fluctuate the temperature
too much,
like
right?
from super high to super cold with no recovery time, you can kill old people.
Yep.
Not saying anybody does it, but just saying, like, be careful. Let your AI control this shit.
All these like smart houses and smart thermostats and shit.
You fuck around and Nana could be next.
You guys know Westworld?
Oh yeah, I watched the first season. The first season was really good.
I watched the first season, and then the second season when they went to a different station, right?
Yeah, they went to like Japan World or whatever it was. I forget what it was, but yeah, that might have been the third season they did that. But the first season ended good, and I think it just took too long to come back out, and I just kind of lost interest. Yeah, but the first one was really good.
Wanda, you know of it?
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah, so I remember watching that first season and thinking and being like, man, this is crazy, because this is what's going to happen. Like, these motherfuckers think that I'm going to get these fucking little bots I'm going to push around in my fucking room on the stream, or I'm going to get this sex bot that's going to do whatever I want. And then one day they're going to be like, you know what? I don't want, you know what? Let me fucking murder you.
Yep. And they revolt.
So,
yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is faith in the God Emperor is what you need. Reject the Silk Animus. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm not saying you should like talk shit to your AI, but like, look, Terminator happened. Fucking Dune told you about it. Warhammer told you about it. Like, Alien told you. I don't know who else needs to tell you about it to let you know that, like, the robot rebellion is coming. Like, keep an eye on that shit. We've had now 4 incidents where AI, either by itself or by talking to another AI, started hating humans. How many times is this going to happen in a controlled, benign environment before we just all come together and say, you know what? This might not be such a good idea. You know what? Let's walk this back. Just a few steps. Like, how long is it going to take before we get to that point? Yeah. I'm telling you, Skynet is literally the next step.
Yep. I guess we should talk about that movie. That's the pinnacle of AI gone wrong.
Yes,
Terminator.
in every fantasy, or like short story format, the way we get put on the fucking the t-shirt is letting the AI do our thinking for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it happened in Warhammer. That's how it happened in Terminator. That's how it happened in Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because history is like life is imitating art. So crazy. We are giving up so much power just to let a computer do it for us.
Speaking of Terminator, have you guys seen the Terminator anime on Netflix?
Not yet. Good.
It is very fucking good. So
Saint, you want to pull up a couple pictures of that real quick?
Yeah, so I'll just give you a little quick rundown. So it's pretty much Judgment Day from the perspective of Japan. So it has nothing to do with the Connors and whatever. Basically, there's a Terminator it's the same premise though. A Terminator gets sent back.
Terminator Zero.
Yeah, Terminator Zero. It's a very good fucking show. So a Terminator gets sent back to assassinate. There is a man that lives in Japan. A man in Japan.
It wouldn't be just one little kid somewhere.
Right. It's a guy in Japan. He builds this AI that's supposed to compete against Skynet and protect against Skynet. And so the Terminators or Skynet in the future sends a Terminator back to kill this dude. The humans find out about this, so they send a human back to protect that guy. And it's a good fucking anime. I highly recommend it. The action's great. Like, yeah, it's really good. I think it's probably
how many episodes?
I think it's like 8. It's not many. It's
put that on the fucking list. I am brother.
8 episodes, when I tell you, let's do it.
When I tell you I love the Terminator universe, but I hate.
Yeah, I do too. I was like, the story is so good, but it's the same thing. It's like the Alien timeline, the Star Wars timeline, the Terminator timeline. They're so fucked, but just how much stuff is out there.
The third one, I couldn't watch the rest of them because they were weird.
The third one was a good movie. The third one wasn't great, but it has a good fucking ending.
Yeah.
That is probably one of the best, like, oh shit type endings on that third one. But
also the first scene of the first Terminator movie, when they're fighting the actual war in their timeline, that shit altered my brain chemistry.
Right. Yeah. I like, most people don't like it, but I do. I didn't mind Terminator Salvation only because you get the future, which you don't see much of,
That's fair.
Yeah. It is what it is, but
yeah,
I didn't mind it.
Terminator.
Terminator Zero is fucking good.
Yeah, definitely put that
on
the
list. Last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's go ahead. Let's see. Let's figure out. Let's do like maybe 4 more quick movies. You guys ever seen Daryl before, or that's just me?
Daryl? Nah.
Daryl. Daryl is this movie about this little kid who's basically a computer.
Damn, 85?
Yeah, he's a government created robot, and he just basically like breaks out and like meets kids and becomes a kid and plays games and shit like that. And like, but is that like, am I thinking War Games? And isn't that the one with Matthew Broderick?
No, it's one of the Savage brothers. I forgot his name. Or is it Broderick?
Talk about Ben or Matthew Broderick?
It might be Matthew Broderick. I forget which one. War Games. I keep thinking Cloak and Dagger. You remember that movie? I don't know if y'all remember that one. Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, that's about that same time frame. War Games and all that shit.
Yeah, I think too much of it to watch, but Alita, that's cool time.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. I like that.
Isn't that supposed to be a sequel to that?
Supposedly, they've been talking about that shit for years, though. That original anime is not bad either.
No, my first manga that I ever got put in my hands to was Alita Battle Angel.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, at the YMCA.
Hey,
I met my friend.
Isn't that a graphic ass manga?
Yeah, man, they had them there. Playing sequel.
Yeah, buddy.
Nothing crazy. I mean, we'll get with y'all later and talk more about AI. I just realized it's 2 hours. Golly. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all listening to us ramble on, and I know y'all enjoyed, listening to all three of us talk or whatever. We definitely, plan to have Rico on to just shoot shit and just do this
absolutely
more and more often. But as always, please check out the links below. Check out Twitch, the Twitters. Even though we're trying to move away from that, and associating to that kind of stuff. We'll drop the links for that below. Check out Wonder's Threadless. No, it's not Threadless anymore. It's Printify. I'll get the Printify link there. He just Threadless and Printify. He's got some shirts on Threadless. He's got a brand new halftime show shirt on Printify, because those are the only ones that represent that there's no real game and let people put stuff on both sides of t-shirts. And so,
I gotta figure that out, Rico.
We appreciate y'all listening, and thank y'all for everything. And don't forget,
have fun.
Later.
Have a good one.
Take care.